Out of all the things that I have spent money on and reviewed, one of the only things that I've never tried out was a lever powerlifting belt. In the past, I've always used the normal just roller buckle kinds or Velcro kinds, and they served me well. I had no problems using those ones. But when Ikarus Athletics asked me to review one of their belts, I knew it had to be the lever belts. They have a few different flavors of their belts. They have a weightlifting belt that has a 4-inch back and then a 2-inch taper to the front. They have a really cool hybrid, like functional fitness belt that has a Velcro enclosure, but is similar in construction to the weightlifting belt. It's got a tapered front. That one's really sick, and if I didn't get the lever belt, that would be the one that I would have gotten. And then they also have just a normal roller buckle powerlifting belt. And then they have the lever powerlifting belt, and that is the one that I got. And I have to say, this belt is really awesome. And that might be because I'm being biased because it was personalized to my liking. And one of the things with Ikarus Athletics is that you get to customize your belt without spending any more money. You can get to pick the color, you get to pick the lining, you get to pick the color of the buckle. You can get a custom engraving or logo, but that one does cost a little bit more money. On my belt, I did get it, and I got the Akuma Heaven or Sky logo. All you video game nerds will definitely recognize that one. And I got the red leather exterior, which is kind of like this ox blood. It's really nice looking. The Ikarus Athletics logo is always going to be at the back of the belt. And then the inside of my belt is a black suede. You can get green suede, you can get blue suede, you can get all sorts of different colors. You can get different stitching options. You can, like I said, get a different color lever. This is just the normal flat black lever. I wanted a belt that I could wear with pretty much any outfits and not have to worry about. And I usually like loud colors, but this time around I went with just something that's a little bit more low-key, except the red, of course, but that has a classic look to it. The belt width is 4 inches. So you can see that. And that measures up just like a millimeter short of 4 inches. And then I have the 10 millimeter thick option, which is just a little bit short from 10 millimeters as well, but that could be because I've worn this one down quite a bit. Now for this belt, I got a size large. I'm 175 pounds, normally a 32-inch or 31-inch waist for like pants, and this belt fit me really big. I would recommend though that you do go with a larger size. If you're unsure, if you're in between sizes, go for the larger one. You can always tighten up the larger ones where you'll probably never get into the smaller ones. Though I do wish that I did get a medium. I think I would fit that just fine. For this one, I had to bring it all the way out to the final holes, and then when I tightened it, it was really tight. So it took a lot of break-in to get this thing fitting well, but now it really does. It fits perfectly now. But you will have to live through belt bite like crazy, and that's, you know, that's not just exclusive to this leather belt. That's with pretty much any thick powerlifting belts. There's going to be quite a bit of belt bite. So for performance, this belt, like I said, has been excellent. It's been awesome. Before, I was using my Rogue Ohio Power Belt and my Vulcan Strength belts, both of which are excellent. The Rogue is probably one of my favorite pieces of equipment that I've ever owned, but I have no issues using this over that. I actually think that this is a little bit more supportive for squatting and for deadlifting. For the powerlifting movements, that's pretty much all I use it for, and that's mainly just because of the thickness of it, and it's kind of big. I don't think you should be doing Olympic weightlifting movements with a lever belt or a powerlifting belt. I've taken the belt up to like 425 pounds on my back squat and 515 on my deadlift. Plenty supportive. If you've never used a powerlifting specific belt, I highly recommend that you check one out if you are into the sport of powerlifting. It's an invaluable tool that you really need to keep in your arsenal. You shouldn't be using like a Velcro belt if all you're doing is squat, bench, deadlift. Definitely check out a dedicated powerlifting belt. So the Ikarus athletic belts retail for $160 all the way up to $190 depending on which model you get. The Olympic weightlifting and then the functional fitness belts are a little bit less, and then the powerlifting belts are a little bit more. And then if you wanted to add on that engraving, once again it's $25. But even still, at those prices for a customized belt, it's cheaper than most other places that are doing customized powerlifting belts. Some other places have more options for things, but if you just wanted something that was customized and personalized to your liking and you didn't need like graphics or anything on it, then the Ikarus Athletics powerlifting or weightlifting belts in general are a really, really good choice, and I highly recommend them. The craftsmanship is excellent, and yeah, like I said, I love my belt. If you guys have any questions about the Ikarus Athletics powerlifting belts or any of their belts, feel free to leave them in the comment section. And as always, guys, please hit that like button, subscribe, and thanks for watching.